Man, you had, if you ain't got no hater, you ain't popping. That was
You ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
2015, and then
I
you
agree.
just disappeared, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I got brought into the YSL, tour bus shootings, you know what I'm saying? Rico Indictment, waves. I see what's about to happen, and I had some inside information on it, so I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and talk.
See what's finna happen as far as what?
You know, him and Thug was,
Yeah.
he seen what was going on. He like, man, I'm finna bring Slime through over here. The blend in put the spot on the radar.
Like, we know this some hoe ass shit, but just cause it's this nigga, it ain't no more.
Live from Revolt Studios, it's time for Big Facts, Big Bank, Baby J, DJ Scream. Welcome.
What's up, gang?
Rico Richie is in the building on Big
Yes,
Facts
sir.
today.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up?
Yes, sir.
What's going
Appreciate
on,
you.
brother? Where you been?
Man, you know, you gotta wait for the smoke to clear, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. So that's all I've been doing is just, you know, maneuvering, letting the smoke clear out a little bit, you know what I'm saying, strategizing and, you know, executing game plans.
So we're gonna get into your whole story, but off top, it's like, man, you had, if you ain't got no hater, you ain't popping. That was
You
what,
ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
2015. Oh,
That
record
was like the
going
motivational
crazy.
gospel
Still.
for that year. Still.
That was probably one of the first songs going viral on social media, right?
yeah.
And then
I
you
agree.
just disappeared, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I got disappeared.
You
I got disappeared, man. Listen,
Focus.
yeah. When you
Police
when you
ass
make a,
jokers.
when you make a decision, right, to get into the rap profession, right, you open yourself up to, you know, being watched. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that people don't really
Put that
acknowledge.
magnifying glass
Yeah,
on your
the
ass.
police are watching you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The police are watching everything that you do. I remember when I did my first radio run in New York, I was walking into the club and one of the hip hop police walked up to me and said, "Oh yeah, Rico Richie, we know what you got going on. We just wanted to introduce ourselves and, you know what I'm saying, let it be known that we paying attention to you." I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I just now dropped the song. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm just doing my first little radio run. So, you know, it's funny because right after I left from New York, that's when, you know what I'm saying, that's when I got disappeared. You know what I'm saying?
when you say, oh, you got to break that down.
I got disappeared, bro.
You got disappeared is crazy.
So I got brought into the mix. I got, it's out there now, you know what I'm saying? I got brought into the YSL tour bus shooting / you know what I'm saying, Rico Indictment, you know what I'm saying? I got brought into that, you know what I'm saying, that network where it was at that time. So, you know, they had executed a search warrant at the studio. This is when I just got back from New York and the song was popping. I was moving around or whatever. And because I was on probation, you know what I'm saying, I had assault charge that I had, you know what I'm saying? So I had to, once they arrested me, it violated my probation. So I had to go through the rest of that time, you know what I mean, in the midst of what was going on. So, yeah, I kind of got
So you had to do a
disappeared.
bid in the middle of popping. While popping was popping, you had to go sit down.
I had to go sit down.
Gotcha.
Yep. I had to
Same
pay
shit
my, I
like
had
that
to pay my
happened
taxes.
with Scooter when we did the Columbia remix.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very, very similar. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like, you know, a lot of things have come to light on that situation. It was also a situation where there was a lot of things that was going on that left a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? As far as it goes with how, because the music industry is one thing, and then the streets is another thing. And then and Atlanta is one of those places where, you know, it blends in a real smoke and mirrors type way. There's not really that much of a difference between the music industry and the streets here. And so in the midst of that, because I know where my position is in that I just didn't like the way that it the aftermath of it transpired. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I said, you know what, let me take a step back. You know what I mean? Reevaluate. I had some real strong friendships, you know what I'm saying, from the sandbox that I, you know, lost behind the music part of it, you know what I'm saying, during that time period. So it was a time for me to regroup, take a step back, focus on myself, focus on family, get myself back together, you know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, like, especially for me, that I believe strongly in it, is that as long as I'm out here, as long as I'm alive, as long as I'm free, as long as I have good health, I always have the chance and opportunity to make me some money. You know what I'm saying? I can't make no money, you know what I'm saying, if I'm incarcerated, if I'm dead, I can't make no money. So the way that I am, I value my brain. You know what I'm saying? And I value my brain, I value my work ethic, I value my network of people. So I always say to myself, okay, if I'm out here, then I always got the ability to put something together. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not out here and I don't have the ability to move around and put that together, then you know what I'm saying, I can't multiply. You know what I'm saying?
Your hands are tired.
Yep.
Basically.
It's over with for you. So for me seeing and knowing what was going on, I was in a position to where I could kind of forecast the future. So me seeing and knowing what was going on and what was about to happen, I said, you know what? Let me not ruffle no feathers right here. Let me not make no waves. I see what's about to happen, and I had some inside information on it. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and talk.
See what's finna happen as far as what particularly? You talking about like legal shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
you saw the Ricos coming.
yeah, I seen it. It was. I think that's probably the toughest part for it. You know what I'm saying? For me, because, like I said, you know, with my friend, a couple of friendships that I had, there was a conversation that was going on. As far as it goes with me, like I possibly could have been one of the people that was like telling, you know what I'm saying, snitching or whatever. And, you know, I was offended by that because of my stature and how I hold myself, you know, and my accountability that I hold myself in the streets. Like I ain't never did nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And then for us to have been through what we've been through and you know this, you know what I'm saying? You know this for a fact, and you know, you kind of, it looked like you was kind of like taking sides a little bit. So boom, I'm like, dang, I ain't never crossed this line, but I did know what was going on in the interrogation room with other people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, this is weird. Let me take a step back because I know that these other, you know what I'm saying, couple guys, you know, gave, you know what I'm saying, these type of statements or whatever like that. So I said, okay, let me sit back, get my own situation back together, you know what I'm saying, as I'm supposed to, as a father, as a boss, as a leader, you know what I'm saying, in my circle and circumference. Let me get myself together, you know what I'm saying, and just be patient and wait for, you know what I'm saying, an opportunity to pop back out again.
So let me ask you this, with those like friendships and relationships and people that you lost in the beginning because of those possible allegations or whatever, when the smoke cleared and everything played out, did you ever revisit any of those relationships?
I can't. I mean, I can. I don't want to say that I can't do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can, but I don't know. It's like, it's hard to explain because it's not like really a rap conversation.
Would you consider it a pride thing?
Nah, because when it's like when you in one of them rooms, when you inside one of them rooms and you know how strong it is, you know how high level the pressure is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what's at stake, you know what I'm saying? And you're one of those people that's in those rooms and you kind of vouch for somebody that you know wasn't in one of those rooms, I'm gonna feel a certain type of way about that because everybody's not privy to what's going on in these rooms. They may talk about it, but the reality of the situation is that everybody's not privy to what's going on in these rooms. You know what I'm saying? And so if you know and you've been there and you know that, and then, you know, that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If I know my partner is thorough and always has been, and he's one of these guys, he's one of them guys that's been in the room and somebody is talking something about him that's not accurate, I'm gonna be like, hey, hold on a second. Everything you can feel how you want to feel, but nah, not bruh. You know what I'm saying? Bruh ain't never exhibited that type of, you know what I'm saying? And so I just feel that way. I feel like I earned, like you say, earn your stripes. I feel like I earned that respect to not be
Categorized.
right, to put, especially that category. You know what I'm
But
saying?
just let me ask you this, not to cut you off, but just playing devil's advocate in the situation, have you like in these last few years or however long, have you seen situations to where the people that would have been thought to have been like, nah, not bruh, ended up being, yeah, the bruh?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. I'm saying that it's not easy to stay solid.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to do. You when the pressure is on and you looking at what you facing. It's not easy to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna stand 10 toes. Like that's the whole part. It's like you're not signing a contract, but you are. You know what I'm saying? Like from and it's just my belief system, and it changes from person to person. Like I can't like a person if you could look at it like, oh yeah, I'm keeping it real by telling, you know what I'm saying? Like to your wife, to your kids, to the people that's in your circle, you tell on somebody, you might be a real nigga to them, you know what I'm saying? But on this other side, there's a whole family that's about to, a wife and kids and a family that's about to, you know what I'm saying, be missing somebody else because y'all knew what you was getting. If you know what you're getting yourself into, you kind of coming into agreement of, okay, this is what comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it. Like if you know that this is what comes with it, all right, that's one thing. But then there's a high level of it where you really, really, really know what's coming with it.
But I mean, I was speaking more so in terms of it to where like the benefit of the doubt factor came in, to where like the people that might have jumped the gun about their assumption of your situation, you like understanding to where other situations proved that those quote unquote thought to be solid people might not have been solid, ended up being not solid. So you kind of give these people the benefit of the doubt, not necessarily rekindling the relationship, but understanding their perspective and their point of view and just releasing whatever, not necessarily anger, but whatever feelings you had towards them for not believing that you were the person that they knew that you were to a certain extent.
So yes, to answer that question, yes, I do 100% understand, right? And for me, I'm not the type of person. It's not a grudge.
Right.
Like, I'm not
exactly.
angry. I'm not angry about any of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm one of those people.
But being a human, that would make you feel a way.
I feel a certain type of way about it, but it's not to the point to where it's like anger or if I got a grudge, because I'm even the type of person, like even when people start getting arrested, like you hear people, oh yeah, they deserve this. I don't feel like nobody deserves that treatment. You know what I'm saying?
To be
like,
in jail.
Yeah. It depends. It depends.
I mean, there's a couple.
I took it too far. You right. There are situations, scenarios. Oh yeah, well yeah, you deserve what's coming to you.
Yeah, like
but
you do it.
Like anything, kids or you know what I'm saying, any of that kind of shit. Old people.
Unnecessary. You know, knocking violent behavior. You know what I'm saying? That you don't have to have. You know, I agree with that, but from an entrepreneurial standpoint, I don't feel like somebody that is trying to provide and this is what they're doing, they're trying to provide. I don't agree with that person having to do because it's too far. It's like, oh yeah, you got to really serve this time and away from, and it hurts the development, not just of your own personal situation, but there's spin-offs
of your
that come.
family and everything.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like say for instance, for you, like we were just talking about the golf tournament or whatever. You know, there are a lot of things that we do over a lifetime and span that we could have got banged up for, fucked up for, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But when you survive all the way to the level of, especially where you got to survive to, look how many people you a blessing to.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like the amount of people that you're a blessing to, does that deserve the prison time? Because if you was gone, you wouldn't have been able to be that blessing.
I agree. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So they not judging that when you go into the courtroom. They judging what's on this black and white, you know what I'm saying, piece of paper. They judging you by your acquaintances. You know what I'm saying? Whoever got a hard on for you, whoever was trying to go hard on you, you know what I'm saying? They judging you by that and not by the potential of what you do and how much of a blessing you are to the community right around you. You know what I'm saying?
What made them folk come bust your spot? What made them, like, what was they on you for?
Man, they wasn't really on me. And so I think that was another part that I was frustrated about. So at this time period in 2015, I had the studio at Metropolitan Loss. And so we world famous at this point. You know what I'm saying? You know, at this time, I think that you was with I was seeing you when moving around Central Station. You was working heavy with Jameen. Jameen was managing Gunna. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you was real heavy in that circle or whatever.
No, he was managing Book.
Book. Yeah, that's
Book.
right.
Yeah,
that's right. He was managing Book at the time.
But we were doing a lot of stuff with all of them, all the South Side at the Palace and all that stuff.
Right. So all of that was coming together there. They was over there. There was a lot of there was a lot of Southside motion
Yeah,
going
for
on
sure.
over there. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Bear, all that. So a lot of that was at my studio. You know what I'm saying? In a natural way. R.I.P. Troop. You know what I'm saying? Draco. You know, there was already a spinoff between, you know what I'm saying, me and Draco was real good. We were pretty much best friends at this time period, and me and Bo, Southside Bo, we were best friends at this time period, and Bo was Future's right-hand man, you know, at this time. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of different, there was spinoffs that was going on. My boy Goat, who was 2 Chainz right-hand man. So we all in this same spot. We just kicking it, like this ain't even, you know, it hadn't
It was like headquarters.
it wasn't rap yet. It was just like this is like where we just, this is our cheers. We was just
The boys
we was just
club.
kicking it, right? It was the boys club. So we all over here, we just kicking it, and then it just started turning into, because of course it's studio and, you know, rap, you know what I'm saying, producers, everybody needed a space. You know, Southside winds up coming over there. TM, 808 Mafia, they winds up coming over there. Shit, Southside, matter of fact, made, I was in the back room with him when he made 56 Nights.
Yeah.
When when he actually got the call from Future, Future was like, man, goddamn, they got Esco. Goddamn, Esco got my hard drive. I don't got none of my songs I need to cook up. And goddamn, Southside went straight into the, because I had a room and a B room at that time, and then me and Southside, we just was sitting back in the B room for a whole week, and he made all the beats for goddamn 56 Nights. You know what I'm saying? It just was that kind of spot where it was just so much different kind of energy, right? You know what I'm saying? And it invited in, you know what I'm saying, rappers and everything like that in a natural way. You know what I'm saying? Mozzie was over there, you know what I'm saying? Then other, you know, rappers and everything started coming around. In the meantime, you know, I'm practicing, you know, I'm pushing artists. I'm just trying to be the best rendition of Birdman that I possibly can be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we get into it, we look at we look at the examples that we have access to. I'm like, shit, Birdman, Cash Money, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I build the building and facilitate it, get the artists in, let's see if we can, you know, create a movement and emotion. And multiply and make some money off of it, you know what I'm saying? And open up some doors for people to be able to be ultimately successful.
Right.
And so that's what type of place it was. And it was a good vibe. You know, I fucked around and learned how to rap inside of that situation, just from soaking up game from here and there, being around the best producers in the world, what ultimately turned into the best producers in the world. And, you know, I made a couple fire records. And, but because of that, you know, there was other stuff. And me and Roscoe was running around. Roscoe wasn't even in Atlanta at this time. We was on the West Coast. And me and him, we was running around when I would go to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? We were kicking it heavy out there or whatever. Me, Roscoe, my boy 3. We was on the West Coast moving around or whatever. But when he came back, you know, him and Thug had their relationship or whatever. So when he came back, he was like, man, he was seeing what was going on. He was like, man, I'm finna bring Slime through over here. And then he wound up bringing him Thug over, and then when he came over, he was like, oh shit, all these folks already over here. It was comfortable. It was like, okay, blend on in, but the blend in put the spot on the radar.
It made it hot.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I just got caught up in the default of that. You know what I'm saying? And they let me know, it was like, you know, I think that's where I got frustrated at, because they just came straight up and out and told me like, hey, you know what we want to know. And I'm like, man, I don't know what y'all talking about, man. 445-789-444. You know what I'm saying? I know my lawyer number by heart. I know what I'm getting myself into. I put a retainer down. You know what I'm saying? So whenever anything hit the fan, y'all call that number. Y'all talk to my lawyer. I don't have nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? And so with them wanting to, you know, connect the dots the way that they wanted to connect the dots, I kind of got picked off. You know what I'm saying? Like by, you know, whatever the little extra little energy was that was going on. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I just had to take that to the chin.
Quick sidebar, what you think, if you get taken into an interrogation room, what's the proper conduct per se? Because a lot of people got different opinions. Don't say nothing, don't say this, call your lawyer, spin them, do this, that. What's your opinion? Like, what should you do if you find yourself in that room?
I don't see any way that you could put yourself in a better situation in the first conversation in the interrogation room. I don't even see how that's even possible. I just can't. There's not a situation that I've I've been around down the road a couple times. I've heard plenty of different cases. I've seen plenty of different cases. I'm kind of like default lawyer, you know what I'm saying? But I've never seen a situation where somebody got arrested and they went into the interrogation room and immediately talked themselves out of the situation.
So you saying don't talk to him?
I wouldn't.
Got you.
I don't know what if I try to figure out. I can't really go into the psychology of it because I don't think like that. I'm not built like that. But I try to think to myself, okay, even with you, what you spending them, everything that they tell you, anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You know what I'm saying? And then past that point, everybody's jail phone calls, everybody's interrogation room videos are being leaked. You know what I'm saying? So you're not just getting judged in the court of law, you're getting judged by the opinions of the streets too. Because now they finna release this information. It's not that these days like it matters because everybody telling, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just, everybody is telling. It's what it's natural.
Yeah.
It's accepted now, you know what I'm saying? But it's still not putting you in no good position though. You know what I mean? Unless and the only person that's gonna really be able to, I know that you think that it's a movie, it's a TV show. The only person that's gonna be able to get you immunity with paperwork, if you get a situation like that, is your lawyer. So why not let your lawyer
just handle it from top to bottom?
Yeah, and then if your lawyer sets up a situation to where, okay, cool, you're gonna give this information in exchange for where you get credit for it and you're not negotiating it yourself and it's a real negotiation, you're gonna really be able to get credit for it.
But wouldn't that give the information part also still be a violation, technically?
That's where it gets,
Cloudy.
I feel like if you give information that leads to somebody else being incarcerated in your stead, bro, you dead wrong because you know what you got yourself into. I just can't understand, saying the swap out part of it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got it pre-set up. I know some folks are real big dogs and they have it pre-set up for somebody to take the fall.
When you say pre-set up, what you mean?
Like they have somebody, to take a fall, pay for, you know what I'm saying? Pay for somebody to do the time for them or something.
Yeah, if this happened, you already know, bro. You come down and raise your hand type shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people have that situation going on where it's pre-set up. If you got that set up, then cool. But the actual swap out, like, okay, we knew what we was getting ourselves into, and then we still, okay, cool, I'm fixing to goddamn put the time on you. I just don't agree with that.
Yeah.
So you saying it ain't really, like, it can't be looked at as telling if me and Scream coerce that if something happen, I'm gonna come down there and take the charge for him. So he should be able to say, nah, that was bank shit. Cause we already preset that.
Y'all already preset it, yeah. Y'all had the agreement ahead of time and that was the conversation.
Fall guy.
Yeah, if that was the conversation, y'all knew that going in and he agreed to it and that's the way that you approach the situation. That's why I don't put my opinion on people's situations until all the smoke clear because you don't know what kind of conversation people have going on.
But here's the thing, let me ask y'all a question with that, another devil's advocate question. So even with that, when it's like some pre-set up shit, wouldn't it still be in Scream's best interest for Scream to just come down and say, hey, that was my shit, as opposed to you pinpointing him as the person whose shit it was?
Oh man, Jay, listen, I feel what you're saying, but I gotta, like, I live by a strict rule, and even the arresting officer that arrested me at the studio, he says this. I actually go and do speaking engagements with this guy. You know what I'm saying? He actually says this. He's like, man, this dude looked at me and told me, hey man, listen, man, you got to do your job. And I just feel that way. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not finna help you do your job,
right?
Whatever you know, whatever you done figured out, we gonna see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I already got my pre-set up situation is, okay, I got my lawyer on, I know what I got going on. I got my lawyer on retainer. My old lady already knows what the game plan is, you know what I'm saying, moving forward with the kids, all this right here, okay, and contingency plan, all right, bet. If I gotta sit down for a little while my lawyer, my fire-ass lawyer, works these things out, you know what I'm saying? That's why.
Because I just feel like, in my personal opinion, it'll be, even in a pre-set up arrangement, it'll be easier for Scream to have a chance of beating the shit without a positive ID.
Yeah, just no. I'm saying the further that you go without saying anything, everybody's good.
I agree. I
Yeah,
totally
the
agree.
further you go, like if you get to a week before court, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna start seeing the goddamn prosecutor start getting nervous. Then you're gonna start seeing major deals getting like, oh no, you could just do this and do this
Right.
in no time and all. Yeah, because if they don't have no the 9 times out of 10, if you're not getting caught dead to the wrong, and when I say dead to the wrong, you know, you got the pistol on, you got the drug, you got, you know, not all the way dead to the wrong. And even sometimes when you get caught dead to the wrong,
You can still be-
9 times out of 10, when you get caught dead to the wrong, the reason why you're going to prison is because of a co-defendant.
Facts.
Yeah, it's a co-defendant that's sending you down the road.
I thought that was like common knowledge.
Yeah, so that's the part. But if you have pre-set up however you do, and you like, oh yeah, well, I'm just not finna say we.
I'm just finna stick. I feel like I'm just sticking to the story that it's not my
Man,
shit, and then this
get
nigga comes
you
and
a
says
lawyer
that it was his
that you
shit.
could trust.
Yeah.
Why is you like? I don't. If I'm in the financial, if I don't even look at it from the streets, if I do finance,
Right.
that's my job, right? My job is finance in some type of way where I'm doing investments, banking, any of those things, right? What do I need to have as a if I do finance? What's the most important person that I need to have in my phone? What you think?
Your accountant.
Accountant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my accountant on speed dial. If I play golf, guess who I'm playing golf with? My accountant. This is if he has kids, my kids and my accountant kid, we all got there hanging out together because this is my necessary tool to be able to do everything that I need to
To be
do
successful.
on a daily basis. Okay, so cool. If you make a decision to do or go down this path, then guess what? You need to find somebody that you could trust to represent you because it's not a case of if, it's when. When is this
When.
gonna happen? Don't sit around here moving around like it's not gonna happen. The same reason why if I'm doing finance, I'm gonna make sure that I have this accountant because the IRS is coming to knock on the door. It's not a case of if, it's when they coming. All right, do I got all my paperwork together? Who has that together? My accountant has that together. You know what I'm saying? So ahead of time, if you already know that you about to get yourself in this situation, already have yourself set up.
Yeah. Because to a certain extent, it removes responsibility from you.
For sure.
It's just like having a business and having all of your assets in the business name as opposed to in your personal name. And if you get sued personally, they can't touch it
can't
because
touch you.
everything is over here.
Correct. Set your situation up.
Right.
It's everybody just look at it like, oh yeah, offense, 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 offense. But shit, it's offense and defense. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Defense want to believe defense win championships. Offense want to believe the best offense is the best defense is a good offense. No, but really it's balance. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to maneuver back and forth. It don't got to be just a conversation about street shit or illegal shit. No matter what it is that you know what I'm saying, do y'all in entertainment, y'all best friend should be an entertainment lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how you negotiate your deals. This is how you keep your longevity and your career going by doing good business. You know what I'm saying?
So was this your first bid you did?
Nah, that was my. I'm gonna say it was my second, but it was. It's complicated. My sheet is kind of complicated.
Let me ask you
but
something.
that was my second time down the
What's
road.
the difference between the first time you went and the second time you went?
The first time you go, I went young, so you know when you go in young, you got to be ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? I went in older the second time, so I ain't really have to too much worry about all the fighting and stuff. But when you go in young, you got to go in ready to fight. And of course, you know you got the fear of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? You know, you hear all the stories or whatever like that going on, and some of them are true. You know what I'm saying? But you got the fear of the unknown. But for the most part, man, prison is just boring as fuck. And goddamn, you can't make no money.
What's the difference in the people that like, you know, the convicts that was from then and now?
Man, one thing that I learned most about prison is that prison runs the streets. Yeah, prison runs the streets. People think that the streets are run the streets or rappers run the streets. Nah, man, the streets is ran by prison. Everybody that's in prison, they in control of what's going on. All the lingo that's going on, the gang shit, everything, all that shit come from prison. All that shit come from prison. So it's like, you know, they're in control. That's the elephant in the room about the rap, the music industry shit. You know what I'm saying? You stop me if I'm wrong, because you've been in the industry for a long time too. But that's the elephant in the room about the music industry shit to me, is that the OGs are trying to put themselves in a position to where they can make it out to the other side, right? They're responsible for more than what the artist is. Well, then you got somebody that's super duper talented and an artist. So what is it that you do as an OG? You like, okay, cool. What does an artist need more than anything else to be able to move around?
Money.
Not really with the rap. Not that's my opinion. I don't think that I think the number one thing that you need to be able to do to move around to be an artist is security. You need to be able to feel comfortable to pop off. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to feel comfortable to go to this hood, that hood, whatever. And you see kind of like this game plan being ran over and over again. You see what happened with Tekashi 6ix9ine. He getting moved around.
Yeah.
And it's boosting up his, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the
His
money
myth.
the money enhances it, but
Right.
there are so many rappers that are just artists that are being enhanced by OGs. And then once, that's the elephant in the room conversation, then once the rappers get the money and the influence of the youngins, the YNs that's around the OGs, then they become default OGs, and then you just see the OGs kind of like,
Fizzle out.
it's just a lot of unfortunate things happening with the OGs, man.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
Correct.
I just don't like the fact that, you know, that's why 2025 was like, man, bring the OGs back. We got to bring OG voices back, man. I just don't like how insignificant the OG is.
Nah, these niggas gotta stop goddamn turning into big lil bro. That's what these niggas doing.
That's
They turn into big lil bro, and nigga get more, just cause a nigga got more money than you, now he right. Now he got more experience than you, now he got more. That's why I let these niggas go, man, because certain niggas don't want to hear that shit. These young niggas don't want to hear that shit, especially when they knowing, all right, OG, you had more money than me all my life. You had a couple $100,000. Now I done got a $50, $60 million. You can't tell me shit.
Can't tell me nothing.
You know what I'm saying? I just spent your whole bankroll on a watch. You can't tell me nothing. That way this shit lost that.
And so now, because you big little bro, you kind of gotta go. You gotta go with it, because you can't. Now you in a position to where now you can't be looked at as like you a hater, like you hating on them.
Yeah.
Because then you gonna lose the influence of of your own youngins. You know what I'm saying? You gonna lose the influence of them. You know what I'm saying? So you in a catch-22 situation. So that's going on over and over and over again. But the public don't know. The public just looking at it like, oh yeah, the rapper, he a real street nigga, woo, 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 woo. Not really knowing that, you know, I don't like this. I know what I know as far as the streets go. You know what I'm saying? Like I can ask you, Screen, how many rappers have you met where you was like, oh yeah, this is a real street dude. This is authentic what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? And you would give me a certain answer. I ask you, Jade, and you would give me a certain answer.
Right.
Right? I ask you, Bank, you would give me a certain answer. Right? I'm gonna listen to your answer, but I'm gonna respect his answer because I know he know. You know what I'm saying? Or if what I'm saying, because it's such a gray area, you can't really tell. Like if this guy a real big dog, the way that he was saying he was a big dog.
They got it down pat. They got it down pat.
What?
They got the acting skill down pat.
Oh man, you can't tell.
You can't tell.
It's almost to the point to where only way you can tell is you see them not saying too much.
No, I'm gonna tell you the reason why it make it so hard to tell. Because you got niggas that you know is respectable niggas being bought off for they vouch.
That's what I'm saying.
You got niggas that'll be like, shit, like I'm knowing Rico solid. So Rico standing by this nigga saying he that. I'm automatically gonna think this dude that. So you knowing this nigga ain't that, but you'll allow the world to think it cause this your man and this how you getting money. You know what I'm saying? That shit fake. Like say if a nigga can buy your vouch.
Right.
That's the sucker shit.
Yeah.
Like nobody ain't saying like gonna stop a dude and be like, nah, bro, that's some sucker shit because this the way I eat. So now I'm gonna say, since this is the way I eat, I'm gonna vouch for it and I'm gonna go for it, basically. I'm gonna be like, certain whole shit I see, I ain't gonna call it out because this the way I eat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna, if you ask me, a credible nigga, come ask a credible nigga, I'm gonna vouch for a sucker just cause I'm standing next to this sucker and I gotta make him credible. If that makes sense what I'm saying.
Exactly. That's what's going on. And so now you guess what you got to do? You got to defend all his bullshit, just like what you were saying. And so that's what's going on. Like now a nigga on some whole sucker shit, right? And the OG is supposed to be like, hey man, we not moving like that. But he can't say that. But then guess what? It goes even worse than that. It goes even worse than that because this other OG that's over here on this side, where you cross the line at, is saying, hey man, check your man. And this OG is like, hey, this ain't got nothing to do with you. This is where this is where my bread get buttered at. You need to stand down. And then now it's a ripple effect.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where that check-in shit. That's what you talking about. Vouch. Yeah. That's when that check-in shit, and then now what the public got check-in, and then they turn check-in into something completely different. But that's what the check-in was the buy-in on the credibility.
Who am I dealing with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm just put myself in the position of Tekashi 6ix9ine. If I'm from New York City, I ain't never been to LA, right? I grew up in a blood affiliated I grew up in a blood affiliated neighborhood, right? That's my easiest way. This the big homie, I done got his attention with the music shit, right? I know that this guy, I gotta go out here to LA. LA is gonna goddamn what's gonna make me bubble. But this guy right here knows the exact person in LA that I need to talk to, and okay, that's the vouch.
Yeah.
Cause now I'm going to LA, check in, right? And now, no matter what I do, no matter what bullshit I'm on while I'm out here, it gets condoned. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where the check-in goes wrong at, is because now you got people that don't have the credibility, and it's not just even about the credibility. They don't even know how to operate.
Yeah.
They just all the way wrong with how they operate, and instead of somebody showing them like, hey, bro, you ain't never been, we can tell that you ain't never did this before.
What they do is they like niggas compromise the morals that they know they have and the code that they know to change it to some whole shit. That's what niggas do. I done seen niggas do that, like moving the goalpost, the same thing. Like we know this some whole ass shit, but just cause it's this nigga, it ain't no more. Like that goes on so much that I'm numb to it that I'll just be like, shit, bro, it is what it is. Let everybody talk. Let everybody do what they gonna do. I ain't picking no side. I don't give a fuck how a nigga feel. Like niggas feel the way that we talk to this nigga, talk to that nigga. I don't give a fuck how you feel. Cause to me, all this shit flaw.
It is.
We ain't calling out none of the flaw shit that everybody else doing, but we gonna call out flaw shit because this person here is less people, he's less known, or has less money, or he's less fly. Nah. Yeah, whole shit is whole shit.
Period.
No matter who do it.
Period. And I just think that that's unfortunate. I think that the internet makes it easier. Basically what's going on nowadays is that the only voices that are being heard, the only people that have platforms are people that have followers. And so you telling me that all we have to choose from to get our information now are people that have a certain level of followers? That means that everybody that's underneath this threshold
don't matter. Yeah, that's exactly. And you got most people that ain't even on motherfucker with the real knowledge, ain't even talking in front of a microphone.
Yeah, exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's shit just a big facade. Like most of the people that's in positions, a motherfucker that done sucked up a little bit from people that's not in position and tweaking it to their own way so they can sound real but do whole shit while they sounding real.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Those are the people that got it figured out. That's who at the end of the day, to me, I'm saying this, I'm just keeping it real. To me, the person that figures that out, and I know the geniuses that have figured this out, they fire. You know the geniuses. You just said that fluently, so you know who, it's some real geniuses that really know how to work that move. And it's a move, and it's the same thing as the stock market. The motherfuckers that manipulate the stock market that done figured out how to goddamn put this strangle on this stock, you know what I'm saying? So that no matter if it goes up or down, I'm still gonna make some money. Those are the geniuses, right? It's not the super smart, you know what I'm saying, person that got the credibility that put in the work. It's not that person, but it's the same thing with the street. It's not it's that motherfucker that goddamn played up next to the OG and said, "Oh damn, I done figured out my move." Yep. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what it is. It's a move, and so that
it turns straight and it turned into like now you manipulating the world. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, motherfucker go around a motherfucker, right? I come around Rico and just peep out what it is that he doing, because I feel like this is an exceptional person. Then what I do is I learn how he draw people in. I take that part, draw them in, and then be the whole ass nigga that I am. So once I draws you in, you gotta continue to vouch for me, because now I'm the nigga that's spending the money. Now I'm the breadwinner. I'm the one. Everybody know I'm the one because of the shit that I learned from him that I'm doing. I'm doing this shit out loud, but I'm doing this little bitch ass shit under the cover. You get what I'm saying? But we gotta sweep this shit away, because if we don't, you gonna look like a sucker, because I already done won these folks over with this fake shit I'm doing.
And so, Jade, you asked me that question earlier at the beginning of the episode. That's the reason why I can't let it slide, because niggas know what they doing.
Niggas know what they doing.
They know what they doing, so
what they doing.
I could understand it. You know what I'm saying? I know how to maneuver around it.
Right.
But I can't go back and say, oh yeah, we even need to sit down and have a conversation about it, because you knew exactly what you was doing. You made this decision because you did the math and you said, oh yeah, the outcome goes better for me if I stand on this side.
Feed into this as opposed to that.
For sure.
Man, the best thing I did was take my opinion out of shit. Now, motherfucker, ask my opinion, I'm going to say it, but I can sit here and listen to your opinion all day. You can be dead ass wrong, but that's your opinion.
For sure.
Let the comments decide. I ain't finna go back and forth with you about how I feel. I stand on something that you don't stand on, but I'm not finna ridicule you because I could be wrong. Right. I could have been taught wrong.
For sure.
So this just my perspective or my opinion, but hey, get your opinion out and let the world decide. For sure. I ain't here to condemn you. See, niggas called, my partner called him a chain gang, Nod called him a chain gang. Man, you both went hard on that nigga, man, you both. I'm like, listen, bro, if I go hard on him, I ain't gonna get no more gas. I ain't doing that,
right,
bro.
Right.
I'm letting these folks tell they side, bro. I'm not here to go back and forth with no nigga.
For sure.
Cause I can't, I'm not being a journalist.
Right.
I'm trying to cause conflict.
Right. At the end of the day, the only way a person's gonna learn is by saying, like, you're not even gonna be able to, if you cut somebody off from being able to speak their truth, they not even gonna wanna be open to fuck with you or talk to you anymore. And now you ruined your credibility also, not only as a journalist, but as an OG, because now you shut off the ability for them to even pick up the phone and call you for some shit later on down the road. Everybody lesson don't gotta be learned right now in this moment, immediately right now.
He could, like you said, you're right. I could agree to disagree with you in the moment and tell you why I disagree, and you can go back and look at it or read the comments at the same time and have a change of heart, change of thoughts. Like, but in the heat of the conversation, certain niggas feel attacked. Certain people gonna feel attacked if I tell you how I truly feel about something. But you could be truly mixed up about it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm all the
Or
way
you
with you.
could know. Either way, I'm not here to tell you, bro. Just unless you ask me, what you think? Well, I think this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't the nigga that's trying to go back and forth with you about how you should feel. Everybody's feelings are valid, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing. Pent up frustration and irritation inside of somebody, bro. That's the devil, bro. That's the worst thing that you could deal with in a person, because that shit come out wrong on the other side.
Yep.
That shit come out snapped on the other side, and then you don't even, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know when it's gonna come, bro. It might be the one person that's right next to you. You know what I'm saying? The whole time you've been moving around, it's the person that's right next to you. You didn't let them folks get their feelings out, and then goddamn 5 years later, you goddamn snap, and you like, oh shit, what happened? Well, you hear it. You've been hearing it a lot. You hear it come out and come, oh man, well, shit, I had to worry about me. Ain't nobody else been worried about me. Shit, I had to do something for me this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been looking out for everybody. I've been doing everything for everybody. Goddamn, didn't nobody want to look out for me. Didn't nobody want to hear my opinion. I had good ideas too. What movie was that? I got good ideas too.
Damn, that shit.
My boy, Scarface. my his
Manny.
partner.
Manny.
Yeah.
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 I got what you man.
Yeah.
I got good ideas
No,
too.
he basically saying like, nigga, this move that you got banged up on, that was really my move. You remember the move that he got banked up on when they were counting money?
Yeah.
That was really, he put that play together, but he like, don't worry about that, I handle it. And he got his shit fucked up. Nah, yeah, I know you talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
now it's like, boom, on the back end, it's like, oh man, shit, now I gotta look out for myself because I ain't never been afforded, like what you said. Man, let you can't win right now all the time, bro. Right now is not the point in time for somebody to change somebody else's mind. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's impossible to do.
You gotta leave people be, and if necessary, just agree to disagree.
Yeah, if they come back to you, if I'm the person who I am, right? I could predict this. 10 years ago, I go through what I go through. I ain't changed a bit. Right. I'm in a full 360-degree moment, and I'm sitting right here right now, and I predicted this because I know that I'm not changing a bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just who I am, and my philosophy and how I approach things, it works. And so because I do that way, I can see where else, I can see the places, I can see, you know what I'm saying, the positions that I'm gonna be able to have available to me moving forward into the future. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to fix this right now. I just be in control of myself. You know what I'm saying? But that's where it gets foggy into because everybody feel like they need to fix somebody right now.
I think what we be fucking up at is the way we think, right? Like this ain't been certain shit I get off bat. People can say shit, even energy. People can do shit or come around me and I just get it. So we be like, oh, that nigga know what he doing. Some niggas don't know what they doing. Some niggas don't know that they're offending you. Some people don't know that they're not following the code. Some people don't know, bro. I'm keeping it real.
So
like
that's
we be
part
like,
of-
man, bitch ass nigga know. Some of them don't.
So that's part of if you knew better, you'll do better, you think?
Yes, because some people done been taught that certain shit is valid, bro.
Yeah. Or not taught nothing.
Or not taught nothing, taught
Yeah,
theyself,
yeah.
or seen certain shit so long. Like you can
Right.
see your parents or people doing certain shit so long that was your first heroes.
Yeah.
Being a sucker or a hater or this or that. So you don't know what hating shit is because this is custom. This is a custom to.
You got inherit. You inherit.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to explain to you. You like, man, that nigga a hater. That nigga don't get it.
But that goes back. Y'all remember when we had this conversation a long time ago about kind of like being a product of your environment. And when it comes to females that get into relationships and that fight niggas and bust out their windows and, you know what I'm saying, flat their tires and do all of that shit.
I was dead ass wrong when I was saying the motherfuckers.
If that's all they've seen their mamas
That's
and
all
their
they know.
aunties and their grandmas and all that shit do,
You right.
that's all they know.
That's why I said that's when my life changed. When I started looking at it like, bruh, just because you know what's right and wrong, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we were having that conversation. I was like, man, them folk know. No, they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Real shit, bro. That's when I start taking people personal and literal. Like, just say for instance, I'm gonna say one of my son, little one. If he just late to something that me and him supposed to do that's important, I take that personal. But then I see like, nah, you be late everywhere. That's who you are. But we take everything as an attack. Like this nigga play on my time. No, you just a late ass nigga. So you know what? I need to just tell this nigga 3 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like
what
you gotta learn how to adjust to everybody, not saying just
Especially the people that you know that you have
There
to
you
deal
go.
with.
If you care.
Thank you.
Right. If
you
you
care. No, other motherfuckers, I'm just he be late, fuck him.
Yeah.
But-
Let it be late.
You know what I'm saying? Then my son, I love you to death. So instead of me going back and forth or when you get here, I'll let you throw out my whole move. Bitch ass nigga, why you late or whatever? Nah, I'm just gonna be like 3 o'clock. And then when you come, you gotta wait on me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you on time, you gotta wait on me.
Yeah, if
Right.
you on time, you gotta wait on me. Yeah, just do it like that, man. Because like Jay was saying when we was talking about that shit a long time ago, I was like, man, I don't give a fuck. Everybody know what's right or wrong. But over this past year, I done seen like, no, they don't. People say certain shit. Even some of my friends I play golf with, like, Like, bro, I'll bust your head with this golf club, the shit you saying out your mouth, but you don't know.
You don't know no
You so
better.
corny, you don't know, bro.
Yeah, you got to give him a pass.
Yeah, you don't know, bro. You don't know that I'm standing behind you with this golf club. You just said some old sideways shit. I'll split your shit and let you lay you by that ball. But nah, Bank, this ain't that. This nigga don't know. This nigga didn't grow up how you grew up. This nigga don't know certain words and all that shit to get his shit bust.
Yeah.
People don't know.
They just don't know. And that's the hardest. Once you get to that, you come to that realization, it's a blessing, but it's the hardest part to get to because, I don't know if, I obviously have an idea what goes on in your life because, it's public information.
Yeah.
But when you expand from down here and the higher that you go, the more people you lose.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? No
Oh,
matter
yeah.
what, the
For
higher
sure.
that you ascend, the more people that you lose. And so then you start looking around and you start noticing that there's nobody else up here that's just like me.
Facts.
Right.
So that's the biggest adjustment that you got to make. You know what I'm saying? And when I go to schools and I talk to kids and I tell them this, I'm like, look, that's the hardest decision that y'all gonna have to learn how to make is who's in the car with you and changing out who's in the car with you, because if you in the car with 3 millionaires and you one of the millionaires and the dope boy get in the car, god dang, and the car gets pulled over, everybody in this car a dope boy.
Yeah.
Period. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Right.
All y'all can show y'all paper, whatever. Everybody in this car, because of this one person, is a dope boy. You know what I'm saying? And so when you get older and you start to see it and you realize like, oh, damn, I don't have nobody that's right next to me that really understands even how
It's like leaves on a tree.
it's
At
like,
the top of the tree, it's like maybe 3 leaves at the top, and then at the bottom of the tree is 10,000.
right. You know what I'm saying? And so now you in that situation, you like, oh, I got to spare. It's not even like you got to spare because you so far away. Like, damn, you got to tell yourself, I even got to stop thinking like that because the person has no idea what you're capable of.
Exactly.
And it's better to keep that, I wouldn't say keep it a secret, but it's better to keep that, you know what I'm saying, a secret within yourself because they don't know how fast shit go. You know what I'm saying? Some folks, they don't know how fast the shit can go left.
That's even people like that I talk to that I probably don't be talking to as much, but then I talk to them, the shit that they want to talk about, I be like, am I actually used to talk about this type of shit?
Yeah.
Like, this was actually intriguing to me. Like, now I'm looking at the phone like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I ain't asking for you no more. Because it's like, you actually is engaged in this conversation that means nothing. You don't know. I'm telling you, people don't know, bro, till they know.
Until they know.
You can't fault them if they don't know.
You can't fault them because it's a lot of shit I still don't know.
Yeah.
But I know now that I'm open to trying to know. You got nigga that think certain shit, it just, what would you gonna say golf? Like, man, that shit boring in here. You don't know. You don't know if it's boring or not. It just look boring. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Like, you don't know, bro. A lot of shit that a nigga do now, I could never see my podcast. Nigga, I'm sitting there with cameras in my face, talking on the microphone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know that this is therapy, man, till I started it. This shit changed my life.
That's just like, for instance, just taking your situation again, like, as an example, like, a nigga might be like, man, that vegan shit nasty as hell. Have you ever had it?
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just let them go ahead. Even with E5, y'all nigga worship the devil. You
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Yo.
I get it, because I used to be saying the same shit. Like, everything that we see, bruh, that we don't understand, we make it a negative.
Exactly.
People feel what they don't understand.
Yeah, we make it a negative. Like, just anything that you see another motherfucker doing, you be like, oh, man. Even when I was a fat nigga, oh, man, them skinny ass nigga, them nigga ain't getting no money. Nigga trying to make anything.
Yeah.
Money, broke ass
Itty-bitty
nigga,
ass
getting no
nigga,
money.
man.
Them nigga ain't even eat.
Yeah, old itty bitty ass nigga, man. All them niggas doing the goddamn worry about eating and working out. How the hell they getting some money?
But now you looking at a nigga that be like, shit, he gonna fuck around and check out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, better get on the help the shit. Cause you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the journey all about, though. The journey is all about evolving and getting better and knowing the right shit.
Yeah.
Some shit you kind of don't need to know, though.
I think I wanna know everything.
I want to know
I
everything
don't.
too.
I don't want to know
I
everything.
don't give a fuck. I wanna know everything.
Because you have to experience certain shit to know certain. I don't want to know it.
Like the knowing
I ain't
everything
I want
is
that.
kind of, I feel like knowing everything is kind of taboo because it can kind of like throw you off.
If y'all could open,
I'm
if there was a
thrown off.
door, but no, I'm saying if there was a listen,
100%.
Throw it on,
no, there
'cause
was a
I've been
door.
off.
If somebody said, if y'all open this door, it's gonna change your life forever. It could be good or bad. Y'all saying y'all want to open that door?
I'm peeking in
opening
that motherfucker. 100%.
I'm running through it.
I'm peeking
I live
in that
50-50
motherfucker.
anyway. Shit.
Man,
But if it changed your life,
I can't speak for him. I done seen the motherfucking I done seen the dark shit, bro. I done seen the darkest and seen the darkest of the dark. I done had the losses of the law and fought, had the biggest fights. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just fresh off a federal situation. You know what I'm saying? It's when you go through stuff like that, when you know, I just made a post about this. When you got this high level PTSD inside of you, you not really scared. Like, damn, it's something worse than this? Well, shit, man, goddamn, let me check this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Let me check. It's something worse.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
it's always worse.
that's cool. Guess what?
There's always something worse.
Guess what? It's always on the way. What I'm saying is I'm not finna live my life like, oh, yeah, let me avoid what's I already know. I know what's coming.
I think that's for weak people. And I hate to say this for anybody that's weak, that's afraid to go through adversity. That's what anxiety live. Everybody that ride down the street and wake up in the morning thinking about the worst or something,
for sure.
that's how you die early.
But I was saying, hold on.
I'm using that.
I agree with you.
Adversity,
You went
that's
in bungee jump because you're free.
I'm doing
Right.
everything. I just said I'm getting LASIK tomorrow.
Getting LASIK.
And I've been scared out, but I'm.
Would you go on them submarines with them folks that went too far down and then come back up? You still got your common sense though.
Depend. And I ain't gonna say that I wouldn't. I ain't gonna say it all depends because I feel like them niggas luck was just fucked up. I ain't never been in a situation that God wasn't with me. So nigga, if I get on submarine, they got on submarine with the right motherfucker.
I respect that.
If they'd put me down and up with them, they'll be back.
Right now.
respect that.
Yeah, because I walk with God.
I respect that.
Yeah, I got God with me.
So they had a bunch of the wrong motherfuckers
Wrong
in the
energy.
couple.
I respect that.
Yeah, all you needed was
I
me
give
to
you
be.
pound on
Yeah,
them,
all you
pound on
needed
them.
was
As
me
soon
to
as we
be.
start
I
going
respect
on, this shit starting to feel like lightheaded. Hey, turn them motherfucker around. I'm gonna
we
be
need
the
to go
nigga to
back
be
up.
like,
Yeah.
we probably ain't gonna make it all the way down in there, bro.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, you hear that? You ain't hear that little creak noise? Yeah, that means that shit. That sound like pressure to me.
We done went
need to
too far,
goddamn.
bro.
We need to
Turn
go
the
head back.
motherfucker
Yeah,
around.
we need to go
Real
on
shit.
head back on up. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
Like
funny
Lil
as
One,
hell.
he I think he's struggling anxiety all the time. He be like, man, ooh. But now I got him saying that like, bro, shit like that don't happen to niggas like us. Put that in the universe. Like the shit that you worrying about, or shit that shit don't happen. Shit don't come to niggas like us, right? Even though it can, I'm just saying,
You
put
say
that out there.
your mindset control everything. for
Yes,
sure.
bro.
Your mindset control everything. That's facts. That's like really facts if you look into it. Your mindset control your whole journey.
Exactly, bro.
Nah, it's all about manifestation.
Which is your mindset. That's
Yeah,
part
your
of it.
mindset.
What you believe can happen. If you believe some certain shit can't happen to you, it can't.
I believe that.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel.
I believe that.
And when it do shit, we deal with it.
It is what it is.
Everything that we feared, brother, was the worst shit that we feared, bro, was the shit that made strength, bro. And that's the truth, bro.
Yeah.
Everything that you see that you went through that seemed like the worst shit ever. And I don't want to go through no worse shit right now. I ain't looking for no worse shit, but it do make
That's
you
all I was
know
saying
that
a
you
little
can
bit
stand the
before.
test of time.
I feel it make you stronger. What don't kill you make you stronger. But you still giving discernment and a thought to say, I probably don't want to see what happens if I go rob the bank.
Nah, but what I'm saying, but for me, like
He
for me
said shit.
personally with that, it's not really of a matter of an anxiety thing because I know like good or bad, right or wrong, whatever's behind that door, I'm gonna have to deal with it regardless. I already have that understanding. But it's just like I wanna be every now and then surprised by some shit. Like I would like boom, okay.
You
If
alive.
it's good,
I
or
got
if it's
the-
hey.
You want to know that you alive?
Yeah,
I got the
like,
perfect.
you
So
know?
I got the perfect example. So if y'all were the person, I'm assuming y'all saw the Matrix. In the Matrix, where y'all have taken the red or the blue pill.
What's
I'm
the
going.
difference? What's the difference?
One is like you can take this pill, you straight. You ain't got to go through all this shit, and you straight. The other one is, but you take this pill, you're gonna experience some shit on the back of it. You're gonna be enlightened. You're gonna see everything.
I'm going.
Everything you ever wanted to know, the question's gonna be answered.
But
The nigga ended up taking the pill to go to the Matrix and live the life to understand everything, but he had to go through it.
I'd rather do that because I'm just a exploring.
You don't think that'll drive you crazy though?
Nah, because I think being regular drives me crazy. Sitting down drives me crazy.
Yes, sir.
Sitting in a box and shit, just doing the same shit, drive me crazy.
Yes, sir. I feel
Like
the same way.
routine drive me crazy. I can't be routine. I'm spontaneous. I can't. It's hard for me to plan a trip 2 months out.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I can go tomorrow. Like, let's go. Y'all want to go? Let's go tomorrow. Other than that, 2 months out, I'm gonna be done. Came up with 5 more trips in between that.
It's so funny that you said that because I was fighting this. I've been, like I said, I was fighting the federal situation for like 5 years. I was fighting that situation for 5 years. And so when you fighting that, people don't know how much pressure that is. You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you basically with the feds, bro, you gotta stand at attention. You know what I'm saying? So that putting in the travel and all that, like it don't go well with me. You know what I'm saying? And so people looking at me crazy right now because I done started doing like little hot shot trucking. And I'm like, man, it's the best shit that ever happened to me because now I can move around. All I gotta do is send my confirmation over and I can goddamn go and move. It's like, damn, I'm back. That's why I got the road running shit going on right now. That's my next move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm back road running. Like it feels good. Now I got my freedom back. Like I can move around, explore, get back in and get my energy back because that confinement, being in that confined space, that's not for me.
Me neither.
Yes, it's not.
It
might be for some people, but it's not for me. You know what I'm saying?
You got some people that just like for life to be like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's cool for them. Me, I like my shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it gotta hold my attention. If not, I'm gonna get bored. I'm gonna go to feeling. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
That's crazy. We was talking. His is my wife too. His ultimate goal is, boom, I'm up out of here. I'm traveling the world. Boom, that's bank. Me, I want to be on an island. Right there on the island at peace, and I can be on that island the rest of my life, pick fruits and shit off the tree. That's me.
I want to pick fruits off all the trees on all the islands.
Hell yeah.
Just being real.
Yeah.
That's
I
real
get
though.
bored too fast standing. Like Kanye to me is living the best life in the world.
Kanye and Dre 3 stacks.
Them niggas don't be where they live.
They don't.
That's the best thing, bro. If I can keep moving, nigga, I'm saying you know how much knowledge you gain off traveling?
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
Off different people, of having conversations with regular different people, bro. You know the
I
knowledge that you
love
gain?
it. It's my favorite thing to do. To go to a restaurant in a place I ain't never been and just talk to the goddamn bartender, waitress, just what food spot, what the way the life is over here, all that, just a whole different perspective. Like it's being on the road. And matter of fact, shout out to all the YNs. I be seeing them out there on the road, man. Keep doing your thing. Y'all out there in the construction, y'all got them out there in these trucks, y'all got y'all PPE on. Trust me. What you're doing, that money that you stacking up is going to level you way up way higher than goddamn your partners that's worried about fat money right now. I guarantee it, bro. Keep on doing your thing. But just being able to see that and have that conversation and get that perspective, it's a blessing. Like I got the ability to be here. I'm supposed to take in as much information as I possibly can. And then I'm like a movie and a TV show, like nerd, you know what I'm saying? So like I want to go see all this shit that, and I can't really do it because I'm banned from goddamn half the countries in the world, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't let goddamn certain kind of felons in. So I'm working my ass off to try to put myself in a position to where I can go to and see a lot of these places because I want to see what I done seen in these movies and goddamn on these TV shows, you know what I'm saying? Like I like that type of shit, like the old castles and goddamn motherfucker, especially Asia, they got so much going on over there. You know what I'm saying? I want to move around and be able to see, that type of shit. You know what I mean? Just to upload my software. Like that's why I like the Matrix, is because
can't upload my software.
So all I gotta do is just sit right here and you just gonna upload me. I can't wait to take the blue pill to just be upload me.
For real. Charge me up.
Yeah, charge me up.
Enlighten me.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, the shit that we learned, that shit go away once you done mastered it. Everything like the streets. There was nothing left for me to do in the street but die or go to prison for the rest of my life. We done did everything else. So to me, if I was still in the streets, I would feel confined. I wouldn't be happy. Moving on to goddamn, okay, man, this nigga done transition to some podcast shit. All right, what's next? Oh, then they gonna do this. That like this shit is getting turned into. Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of talking to y'all niggas.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. I just have to continue to doing other shit, bro. I think that's what my happy space at, bro. It's like seeing something else grow from nothing.
Being challenged.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know I can do this shit now. We can podcast. Shit, we'll interview everybody in the world. We got Rico Richie on the motherfucking couch now. Yeah, we do, man. We do interview. What else can you do, Bank?
You can hike, you can play golf, you can cook, you can be vegan,
Yeah,
you can
it's
lose
like-
weight.
But what's next though?
But what's
You gotta keep
next?
going.
though,
I
after
agree with
What's
that. No, I
next?
agree with challenging yourself.
Jumped out of the
For
plane.
sure.
Okay, now I need to
Yeah,
learn
that's
how to
the part.
swim.
That's the part.
Yeah, I'm telling
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
check off the boxes. What's next?
Yeah.
Man, that's why I say, bro, I get to heaven, get to God, and he be like, and he be asking me, did I do everything that I was capable of doing? I want to be able to say yes.
Without a
I don't want nothing to
without
come
a
to
doubt.
my head and then not challenge myself to do it. Because that thought came to your head for a reason, because that's your journey.
Respect that.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same way, like you get there, and he asks you. And that's another thing, I'm gonna say that for another story, bro. But I don't want to disappoint God
Yeah, for sure.
in a way. And
That's
I,
good pressure.
Yeah, I don't want to disappoint God for what he gave me on my life to be able to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So me down here trying to live my life for what y'all done put in a book or what y'all say life should be, that feels like confinement.
Like
to
you
me.
didn't take advantage of your gift.
That feel like confinement to me. Me trying to live out
that.
the Bible or whatever else book they these folk done concoct. Because if God wrote the Bible,
He itty bitty. And God ain't itty bitty.
how he gonna write a Bible?
It's
Who
too,
know that he said the shit that they been said in these Bibles?
it's too small.
It's too small. I think God is what they
How
say.
do we even know he talks like that?
That's what I'm saying.
It's within you. He talked through you. He talked directly to you, not in no book. No, you can't read this nowhere. You knowing in your soul what's right or wrong. Like it be a voice sometimes like turn right for no reason, and then you turning right, you seeing like damn, that's a roadblock up there. It's a, you know what I'm saying? You looking back and you can see like what the hell made me turn right. Or you go back and see a wreck was on 20 or something. Like, it's intuition. I think God is intuition, man.
Right. That moment that you earn because you programmed yourself to be able to take that
Receive
information, receive that information. So you earn that. That's the,
Alignment.
like
the
you got
intuition.
like
Facts.
you got to
Alignment.
receive the information directly from him instead of going and listening to another nigga translate it and you receive his interpretation of the translation.
Nah, but you can receive what they saying and spark. They can spark through their words because you got messengers that can bring a message that you probably wouldn't even spark towards you. And then it depends on how you feel when you hear it. To me,
But
I could be all the way wrong.
No, I think you're right, but you should not put too much faith
in
or
that
faith.
person.
No man, exactly.
Yeah, but he
Exactly.
like that message could come from a pastor or a rapper.
Message come like you say
Or
from
bomb.
a homeless person. Yeah,
It
exactly.
could come from anybody.
Message come from anybody.
It just how open is your mind to even receive certain shit. You got certain people look at certain people and can't receive nothing from them because of how they look in the
Personal
physical
thing.
form.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? That's an idiot to me.
Exactly.
Cause I learn shit from my 2-year-old grandbaby.
Right.
I say that, granddaddy.
They
You
gon-
know what I'm
They gonna
saying?
be the one to tell you the truth first.
But another motherfucker be like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't learn from people that's not on my statue or above. That's like we were saying earlier. That's what's going on. Niggas, everybody taking all their advice from celebrities. Like, so celebrities know everything?
Right.
What about all these folk with all this wisdom, the real wisdom?
The celebrities you find out on the back end be the ones going through it and not aligned and all fucked up.
That's the hardest part about it is that at that point in time, once you see that this is the only way the information gets out, then all you doing is you in competition trying to chase the algorithm, which is just a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Now you focused in on something that doesn't align with who you are and what your passion is. All you're doing is going after the number. Now that I have this number, then people got to listen to me and what I got to say. Well, that didn't qualify you, your philosophy, just because you did what it took to get this number up.
Right.
Doesn't qualify your philosophy. You know what I'm saying? But that's why doing this show was a no-brainer for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you all give people a platform. You're not looking just for people have the opportunity to speak their mind. You tell people now, just, you know what I'm saying? Get it off your chest. You know, it's important. You know what I'm saying? It's important for people. That's the only way that you could create perspective. That's the only way you could tell, I don't need to go this way or I don't need to go that way. If I only got a picture, only got half the picture, well, shit, I'm only gonna go this way. But if I got the full picture, then I got a choice, and then I gotta learn. That's where the discernment come in. That's what I gotta learn now. And then on top of that, I gotta have a good enough relationship with God to get the intuition part to kick in. That's the game. You were saying earlier, like how, oh no, the motherfuckers that's finessing this little situation over there, they fire. You know what I'm saying? But the game is being able to blend in all those things to get a way higher and further reach, you know what I'm saying, past, you know, the algorithm or whatever that is. It's a tough position to be in. You know what I'm saying? It's like even with me now musically, like I refuse the music that I make, I refuse to be on the bullshit. I can't. I done been in front of too many people that's confused and don't know. I done been inside too many classrooms. I done been to too many schools. I see what's really going on. These kids, they frustrated. They don't know how to read. The number one thing that they don't have when they go to school is somebody to talk to, somebody to understand them, because everybody judging them.
Right.
So if they don't have anybody to talk to and they don't have anybody to educate them or give them some game, where they gonna go to? They gonna be on their phone. And so everything that they taking in is only gonna be from the people that's on the phone, the people that they see that's on the phone. And so that's what they getting. They getting algorithm. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen it. I'm like, no, I know that you really don't want algorithm. People just ain't fucking with you, pulling up on you and fucking with you and making you seem like you're important enough to get this information.
Or not even receiving your information in a way. So now you feel like you got to dress it up to make them receive it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think our strong point is on Big Fat, Perspective, Screen Show, whatever shows we got. We allow people to not feel judged first. Like, bro, say what you gotta say. Then if you ask me, and if I disagree, I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. But so many people call back, and I think this is the gratification that I get from just doing this. Like, damn near 80%, 90% of the people that we interview, if it's a good conversation or whatever, they call back and be like, thank you, bro, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a form of therapy / bro, I wouldn't, like, I ain't gonna tell y'all who, but I had one of my episodes that came out, and nigga like, bro, I ain't even till I watched this, I ain't know I said all this shit, man. Like you Paul, but you opened me up to the point to where it's like, bro, I ain't give a fuck. I would've told you goddamn my worst fear. I would've told you everything. I would've talked about my mom. I would've told whatever, because it's like you gave a nigga a safe space to release. And that's all sometimes nigga be needing. Sometimes nigga be on the ledge, bro. We all done been on that ledge.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That fuck it. I be on that motherfucker every morning. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
But I talk myself off of it. I done learned how to talk myself back all this motherfucker like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Nah, but before we get out of here though, I just want to ask you, so what's next? What's next for you?
Man, listen, man. I just released a record, man, Lambo Dreams. I said something in the song, you know what I'm saying, and I'm really just trying to get across, you know, elevate positions, run it up by any means. Just because we bosses, that don't make us enemies. And I just want our culture to change their mind about boss mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because we got aspirations, just because we want to elevate and we want to get higher, that don't mean that we can't work together. We don't have to. We just keep on saying crabs in the barrel and throwing around like it's just okay, cool, like, oh, it's commonplace. No, but shit, man, when are we going to start the process of undoing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't got to be that. Like, it's a way for you to eat,
Right.
all of us to eat and coexist and have our own situation and elevate without having to feel like I'm plotting on you or plotting on you. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I just see it happening so much. It's like, damn, that was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know Tory Lanez, but I look at what he's going through. I look at his situation, and I say to myself, like, damn, I don't know what the true story is. All I know is Buddy don't deserve to go through what he going through. You know what I'm saying? And so when I see stuff like that and it's obvious, I'm like, damn, so why did he have to be sacrificed? And I don't know if it's an industry thing, if it's a mentality thing from the, you know what I'm saying, the community, but at the end of the day, until people start vocalizing it, or until more people allow for people to be in a safe space to feel free to speak and be in whatever position that they in right now today in order to develop or feel comfortable evolving, you know what I'm saying, into whatever person that they need to evolve into, that conversations like this are supposed to be open. And if music has to change a little bit, all right, I might force the envelope and everybody be like, man, goddamn, don't nobody want to hear that shit you talking about, Richie, man, goddamn, bro, stop, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm going to put my best foot forward and I'm not going to relent. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the adjectives, you know what I'm saying, people use with me. You know what I'm saying? Relentless. That's just who I am. I don't care. It's not always about the money. I done seen that. I done that. I know what that goes to. It's not always about the money. It's something else at the end of the day that I was talking about that word inheritance. There's something else at the end of the day that's more important than money, and that's legacy. You know what I'm saying? There's something that I have to leave on where the people that have my last name, the people that are inside of my circle, that whenever I leave and I go and I tell God that I did check off all these boxes and I did everything, that I left something with them for them to be comfortable and say, this dude laid this foundation for me to be able to move around without having any fear, without having any worries, or I can move around in my highest level of confidence. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that's what my job is for whoever winds up being in my circle. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what my focus is, you know, creating a different type of content. I don't agree with the word rapper. You kind of said it already, like, you know, like I feel like whenever you decide to choose to be in the profession of being a rapper, you know, rappers got the lowest life expectancy in the world. Any job in the world. If you really look at it, because if how many people are aspiring rappers, you know what I'm saying? If you look at if they had the actual facts as far as the percentages go, it's got to be more rappers across the world are dead or in prison than any other job in the whole entire world.
Yeah.
As soon as you make that decision. And so I don't really even want to be looked at as that. I just want to create a different type of content and deliver a different type of message, you know what I'm saying, that has reach, that it's not tainted, that somebody can't come to me and tell me, hey, I need you to do this, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get algorithm or, you know, I just want it to be pure. And if I'm out here and I'm working, I'm spending my hard earned money and I'm putting in the work and whatever comes from that, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with whatever God give me on the other side of that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what my mission is right now, is that and making people feel comfortable in their spaces. And I brought y'all some stuff. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? We could do it after the show, but I got a couple of
bring it on. What, some clothes?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I brought a couple things because I want it's a symbolism thing. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, just because we bosses, that don't make us enemies. I want black men to feel comfortable because I see black women do it, right? Black women feel comfortable giving each other they flowers. And y'all to have y'all flowers, bro.
Oh man, that's love, bro. That's love.
We get into the hustle and bustle and we get into the grind and we get in competition with each other so much and so hard that we say, oh no, I can't even give this nigga his praise. I can't congratulate this man because I know where he came from, and the things that he been through, and the people that's not there from around him to get to the point to where he got. I seen this man go from DJing in the club and having to deal with the hustle and, you know what I'm saying, goddamn, being threatened by rappers and, you know what I'm saying, all the, you know, we just keeping it 100.
Yeah, the whole shit, yeah.
We keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? I seen Jay come from, you know, working hand in hand with promoters, you know what I'm saying? And now she putting artists on the biggest platform as a black woman. It's not many of us that have the ability to transcend. So at some point in time, especially as black men, we got to stop. and appreciate each other for our strength and give each other flowers, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's real shit, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real shit
Respect
right
that.
there.
Respect
Yeah.
that.
And so it's a symbol of it, but feel like just open up the conversation to make it more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? For us, because women got that shit down pat, man. They each other biggest cheerleaders. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as a man comes in the room and it looks like it's a threat, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in defense mode, then you start it's like, no, man. We don't got to be like that. Everybody got some information that could develop into some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Your bosses ain't got to be rivals.
We don't got to be rivals. Like, if you think about it from a corporate standpoint, the way that all the major money moves are made are with mergers. All the major money moves are made
People
in
coming
mergers.
together. Yep. You right
Right.
about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so if all the major money moves and the biggest things are done off of mergers and the streets don't want a merger, God damn, what we talking about is it's common sense.
Facts.
Well, why is this not happening? Why is this not? Because we don't want a merger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a 501c3, I got a nonprofit organization. Another nonprofit organization don't want to work with me because they scared that. Why? If we out here trying to save lives, if we out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, help souls or whatever like that, why are you
They stuck in the algorithm.
stuck in the algorithm? You know what I'm saying? And the only way that you could get is just by being intentional. And so I just want to intentionally give y'all flowers.
We appreciate that, man.
Even my the other record that I got 2 of them, Lambo Dreams and Loaded. My cover art for the Lambo Dreams is I love this cover art, it's dope as hell. It's got it's a gun and it's loaded with roses, and it's shooting out rose petals.
That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? Because we could change the ammunition.
Yeah, we can change the ammunition. That's all. That's real shit.
Yeah, we could still load it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could change the ammunition though. You know what I'm saying? And so see, you could what they said, you could catch a fly with honey or vinegar. Shit, you could just switch up the approach. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be this bitter rivalry. You know what I'm saying? The last part of the verse on my second verse, I said the label don't want you. If you don't beef with other rappers, they don't want you at the label. And it's just true. It's like the rap music genre is the only genre where the label, it's not even about, they don't, it's not even like they're encouraging. They don't even want to sign you if you're not willing to beef with another rapper.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you people are like, oh no, that's not the truth. That's not the case. This, man, there's so many different rap. Where? We just seen the smartest rappers in the world just beef with each other for the bag.
The biggest rappers.
The biggest rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, you are the smartest, most talented rapper between you, J. Cole. When y'all were coming with the other energy, y'all were steering clear of it. Of all of this other energy, and J. Cole caught himself and stepped back. He was like, wait a minute, hold on. I am representing a different side and a different approach. But it was like, no, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? I can't judge nobody for what they do because it's a judgment-free zone. But all I'm saying is that in our culture, what's being promoted is beef, controversy, division. You know what I'm saying? You can't multiply like that. It's impossible. I used the word multiply on purpose. I said it 3 or 4 times during this interview. Because you can't multiply where there's division.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck addition and subtraction, bro. Addition and subtraction is itty bitty, bro. That shit's small. I don't care about addition and subtraction. I'm trying to multiply. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why we can't multiply because we all so focused on division.
Nobody want to merge.
We need the merger.
Everybody want to be the head.
However we could figure that out. I'm not saying that you're just supposed to fuck with everybody or whatever
right.
going on. You know what I'm saying? You still should have your filtering system because, you know, niggas is scamming and scheming and all type of shit.
I think niggas just done wrote off everybody, man. Niggas just done wrote niggas off. Like, who gonna be the first nigga to trust niggas?
Yeah, who gonna be first? That's the new adventure?
Yeah.
That's the new adventure.
Yeah, who gonna be the first nigga to trust a nigga?
It's a hard thing. To,
Show me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch from the side to see when it start working.
Because we'll wrap on this, but like, do y'all?
He's out here jumping in that one right
No,
now.
I'm gonna jump in after it start
Do y'all
working.
have that trust?
Who?
Y'all
To trust what?
niggas.
I'm saying
I kind of already said it. We
I
kind of
trust
already
some
said
people, just not some niggas. It's hard, bro. It's hard.
Now, I don't even want trust to just go into a goddamn color conversation. I don't trust. I don't. If I'm just
don't
gonna be
trust
real.
it.
Yeah.
I feel you. I don't trust it.
Yeah, period.
All of it. I feel you.
You know,
Yeah.
if we talking about color, I'm gonna trust us before I trust them. I'm gonna just say it like that. I ain't gonna get the specific. Man, that's just how I feel, because I feel like that's what I'm saying. You don't beef with other. You don't beef with other rappers. They don't want you at the label. That's not us. That's them. That's not us.
If you in a gas station parking lot
1, 2, 3 records.
and you see something suspicious, you saying that you're gonna be at ease and trust it?
What you mean?
Well, let me not say.
It's my first of all, it's my responsibility to pull up to the exact right gas station according to what I have going on.
This is true.
So if I just said this to one of my partners a couple weeks ago. If I'm fixing to go out and hang out, right? I know what I got going on. Guess what? I'm not going to the city from where I stay at. Guess what? I'm not going to the city with an empty gas tank.
You
I'm
saying
going
be smarter.
I don't care if I'm a little bit late. I'm finna fill my gas tank all the way up, because guess what I'm not doing when I leave? I'm not stopping. Because I know what can happen if I stop.
That's smart. I feel you're saying move smarter.
You see what I'm saying? So I take that worry, whatever that is, that gas station worry, I take that worry out the game ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know what the possibility of that is. Now, past that point, what am I really worried about? I'm really worried about getting fucked out of a contract. I'm really worried about sitting in front of this judge and the motherfuckers goddamn taking my life away. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about government shutdown, the different things that my people have access to because of a government shutdown. Well, who's in control of that? Not nobody that we know.
Yeah.
Not nobody that look like us. You know what I'm saying? And so I just keep it real. Like, there is a smaller version of, oh, do I trust the person that's sitting right next to me as far as that goes? Yeah, but that's common sense trust. If I'm having some shit and goddamn I know another motherfucker ain't having some shit, if I ain't on my P's and Q's and a motherfucker get me, then shit, I put myself in that position. I kind of deserve that. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at it and you look at it from a perspective of multiplication, what's stopping me or what's stopping us from multiplying? Well, okay, if we could get past the merger part, all right, now we merger, cool. Now past the merger point, what's stopping us from multiplying? Yeah, because we just watched Diddy go down for what? We don't know. Domestic violence? My boy got a federal case for domestic violence. My boy was a billionaire. Now they goddamn, he probably gonna get out. He still gonna have hundreds of millions, but he ain't no billionaire no more. And what's the influence in the influence that he loses on reputation because of what he just now went through?
And
that's
his
an
legacy.
OG.
And
they need to tarnish his legacy.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's what's going on. The OG conversation where I was talking about, well, shit, we getting rid of gatekeeping in our community. And if we need it, we need people that's right there in place to say, okay, you not ready yet, because once you get there, you gonna turn to the dark side. And so we got too many people that's turning to the dark side. You know, this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And so Diddy gone. You know what I'm saying? They trying to discredit. You go through the line of people. These are the people that open up doors for us. Revolt TV started with Diddy. These are the people that's opening up doors for us, and we're watching these people get attacked over and over and over and over and over again.
But niggas be doing shit too. Niggas
They do be doing
niggas
shit.
be doing shit.
I'm not saying that he not guilty of
I
something.
ain't talking about him. I'm just saying niggas. Period. Niggas get in a position and then fuck them off too now.
Listen, I'm a history buff, right? I'm gonna tell you. That's why I say this ain't just about niggas, right? I'm a history buff, right? So the Sons of Liberty, y'all familiar with the Sons of Liberty? All right, so the Sons of Liberty are they're the gang.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the right word for them. The Sons of Liberty was the gang that created that started the Boston Tea Party. The Boston Tea Party was a group of white American men dressed up as Indians. They dressed themselves up as Indians. They ran on the boat and they dumped a whole bunch of tea over into the harbor. This is what started the Revolutionary War, right? The Boston Tea Party, right?
When in 1776 or some shit.
Well, that was the end of it. That's when they signed the Declaration of Independence. So this gang, the Sons of Liberty, they know this. This gang was smugglers, right?
Yeah.
They smuggled the drug of choice during that time, which was tea. So why did they dump this tea? Were they dumping this tea to start up the Revolutionary War? No, they was dumping this tea so that they can manipulate the market. So the Sons of Liberty turns out to be the people that signed the Declaration of Independence, John Hancock, all these guys that were the Sons of Liberty, right? And so what do you call it? That's a gang. They were smuggling, they were smugglers. They were selling drugs. And so when it comes down to that, when I say that, it's like, it's not just niggas. We not the only people that's doing some.
But we the one that face the scrutiny. So
we are because they made the rules though.
Yeah, but when you get in there, you got to play the game though. Shit like Obama. Obama got them know his ass better walk light.
He walked light too.
He walked light. You got when you get in there, you can't get to that space. Not to say that one is wrong, one is right, but you already knowing the eyes are definitely more on you than them.
For sure.
So yeah, get in there, boy. You better goddamn. That's why some people don't want to even get that far.
They don't want the responsibility of it.
Yeah, some niggas don't want the responsibility, or some niggas can't get there and just fake it. Like, bro, I know I'm gonna be like I always say, bro, I ain't no role model. Cause you check my back and check whatever shit I be doing now, don't add to these folks' standards.
Right.
So I ain't trying to be the nigga like I'm the model, nah, bro. Cause I might wake up tomorrow and say fuck everybody, fuck cracker, fuck
everybody.
Say all
yeah, anybody can get it.
Yeah, so don't look at me like I'm no motherfucking role model. I'm still got that bullshit in me too.
Yeah, at any time.
So I don't want to be put so far up here like the guy. He's the guy.
Yeah, you want the flexibility to be
Yeah,
on the
let
bullshit.
me be me because I do some bullshit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I had one last final question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
So being that you're like, this serial entrepreneur and you've been that way like all these years and this whole entire time that I've known you and all that kind of stuff, do you think that how can I put this? Do you think that your diplomatic attitude and your passion for leadership came from or developed in your background in sports?
Oh yeah, for sure. Teamwork make the dream work. And you got to figure that out. Because when you on a team, even when you playing, I play sports at a high level. So even when you on a team, it's like, if I'm in the DB room, it's 10 cornerbacks in here. And it's only 3 that's going to get on the field.
What's the DB room, a defensive back room?
Yeah, defensive back room. So it's 10 cornerbacks in this defensive back room, and it's only 3 of them going to get on the field. I got to figure out how I'm going to get on the field.
And be one of those 3.
I'm going to be one of the 3. There's no question marks or commas about that. I'm going to be one of the 3. Now, the other ones that's not going to get on, now I got to navigate my relationship, you know what I'm saying, with them and figure out how do I still... If I'm the leader that I'm supposed to be, how do I keep these folks' cup as full as it possibly can because they're still significant? You see what I'm saying? I don't want them to feel like they insignificant because they not one of the 3. I just want you just not me, and it's okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of the conversation, being able to have that maturity to be able to say, everybody can't be the chief. Everybody can't be the big dog. There's a lot of integral pieces that make things go that don't get the credit. The producers that is right here behind the camera, the people that's gonna edit the show, they don't get the whatever. But without those pieces, the people that manage the schedule or whatever, it would not work. And so we need all of those different pieces of the process. But everybody wants to be the star show, and guess what? Social media allows everybody to be the star show, and the algorithm goddamn feeds into everybody being the star show. And so going through all of those different processes, like you said, allowed me to be able to say, okay, well, cool. Well, how can we pinpoint a way where we can kind of more so get everybody involved,
right,
to where their multiplication is at the highest level that it could possibly be. Because mine and yours and yours and yours, it ain't gonna be equal. It's impossible to be equal.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But your highest level of multiplication I can still enhance that.
Right.
Or yours, and y'all can enhance my highest level of multiplication. But there's no way that we could be equal. It's impossible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So sports taught me that. Is that first of all, you got to make yourself relevant in the role. And then once you get into that role, you have to understand that you are there to play your role.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so if a lot of that's not going on here especially in the streets or in the music industry or whatever, because nobody feels comfortable playing a role. And then the crazy part about it is that nobody really feels comfortable being the leader either.
Yep.
And so everybody just chases some shit they don't even know what they chasing.
You're right. It's hard to be that leader though.
Rico Richie, salute. Appreciate all the
Yes,
game
sir.
and the gems on Big
Yes,
Facts.
sir.
Y'all make
Hey,
sure
I
y'all
appreciate
tap
y'all
in with the
having me
brothers.
on, for sure.
Check us out too, www.bigfactspod.com. Salute.
Lambo Dreams out now.
Yeah, Lambo Dreams.